On this episode of Take One, information on student internet fees, the new head football coach, and Ocean Spray cranberry juice. And just for humor, some talk about politics and drinking. These stories and more, up next on Take One. Welcome to Take One. I'm Madeline Molitor. Boise State University has decided to cover the $30 per credit student internet fee that students are charged with when enrolled in online courses through the university. Last fall, the university used funds provided by the federal COVID relief bill to cover the fees for Boise State students. The unveiling hopes this could provide some added relief at a time where many students may be struggling financially due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This fee should be adjusted in your student account and should be refunded by the end of the first 2 weeks of the semester. The fee is used to develop a broad course of offerings online. The fee only applies to online courses and not in-person or hybrid courses. Now, let's hear from Michaela Clay about BSU's new head football coach.
We're up soon. Thanks, Madeline. Boise State has been nationally recognized as a collegiate football program for several years and has gone through only 3 head coaches since joining the Mountain West Conference in 2011. In total, the college has had 11 head football coaches since the football team's creation in 1933, thanks to the original head coach, Dusty Klein. The most recent head coach is Boise State alumni Andy Avalos, who is a former Broncos student athlete, assistant coach, and defensive coordinator. Avalos is the second graduate of Boise State to lead the football program as the head coach, with the other being Brian Harsin. During his playing career at Boise State from 2000 to 2004, Avalos served as the team captain and was also named All-Conference linebacker. Avalos has also coached linebackers at his high school in his hometown of Corona, California, as well as the University of Colorado, Sacramento State, and University of Nebraska-Kearney. Most recently, he has coached at both University of Oregon and Boise State. He previously was a coach on the Bronco football staff from 2012 to 2018 and was the defensive coordinator for the Broncos from the 2016 to 2018 seasons. Avalos then accepted the same role at the University of Oregon for the past 2 seasons, leading the Ducks to victory at the 2020 Rose Bowl. Coach Avalos was named a semi-finalist for the Broyles Award during his first season at Oregon in 2019, which honors college football's top assistant coach. Boise State Athletics is excited for what is being called a new era due to the combined efforts of Andy Avalos as the new hired head football coach and Jeremiah Dickey announced as the new athletic director. As always, go Broncos! Now it's time for some laughs over the Spec Studio with Ryan, Jenna, Ben, and Zemma.
I think Andy Avalos is going to be a good coach.
I agree,
but
for sure.
Here's the thing. I still think the problem is it's that starting quarterback.
I completely agree with you.
You think so?
Yeah, finally someone said it.
That's what I
Yeah.
Okay. We can agree. Talking about politics has always been a rather touchy subject, especially for those in the public eye. It feels like you can't mention anything even vaguely political without offending someone, somewhere, and being accused of having some sort of political agenda. Well, here at University Television, we have found a way to talk about politics in a way that everyone can enjoy. Without further ado, here's our most completely unbiased and inoffensive political story. Recently, some people said some things and possibly even did some things that some other people didn't like very much. So those people decided to respond in a way that caused quite a stir on social media. Some experts claimed that it was a pretty big deal, while others disagreed, stating that these events weren't actually all that important. Regardless, people have been talking about it a lot lately. And when we take it into account what's been happening in other places around the same time, there certainly seem to be strong arguments for both sides. We'll be watching closely as the situation continues to unfold, and we'll bring you all the latest details as they become available.
In recent news, the climate is dying. A recent study done by Digiday, a website I stumbled upon, stated that one of the most common concerns among Gen Zers is climate change, influencing not only their stances on major political issues, but the brands and products they decide to purchase as well. The article stated that Gen Z will go with the most sustainable and efficient brand that closest aligns with their personal beliefs. Included with the statement was a passage that said, Amazon Prime is Gen Z's preferred method of purchase. Did you know that Amazon ships 608 million packages a year? That's 1.6 million a day. And considering that only 85% of those are physical goods as opposed to digital products, with the average ordering using somewhere in the ballpark of 1.1 boxes. That's roughly 3.3 million boxes shipped by Amazon daily. Pretty cool if you ask me. With that being said, Gen Z is going to save the planet.
Gen Z, woo. All right, everybody. Excuse me 1 second. I think we can all agree the best thing about college is partying. That is a sentiment felt by all, even the staff. Heck, the teachers go harder than anybody, even harder than our astounding basketball team. Winks! Now that social gatherings have been out of style for several months, college party scene has become an endangered species, sort of like books or small businesses. At least college parties will come back one day, stronger than ever, just like me when I black out downtown. Sorry, when I used to black out downtown. Mom, if you're watching this, I'm just joking. Also, got another parking ticket. And my washer's doing that one thing where the bubbles just go everywhere. And, well, my apartment's flooded. Sea levels were rising to like unparalleled levels, and it just like took my fridge out the window. It like fell 4 stories. So if you get a call asking if your refrigerator's running, it's not a prank this time. The other 5 times, and they were me. All right. See you later, Mom. Bye. I love you. Back to Ryan and Jenna. Ryan, Jenna,
Yep.
Dream Team alert. Ha!
Yep, thanks,
What's
man.
up, Emma?
You kick it to Emma, buddy.
What?
You kick it to her.
Oh,
We already
well.
read.
See it. Back to you, Emma, on the podium.
Yep.
With the
Thanks,
brodiums.
Thanks, Ben.
All right.
Yep.
Deuces. Ha.
Speaking of drinking, Boise City Council passed an ordinance late on Tuesday the 12th setting new guidelines and bans for bike bars. Since the dawn of 2012, when they were first established, there have been divided opinions throughout the City of Trees about these pedal-operated portable bars. Individually operated and overseen by a sober employee, bike bars have been a huge attraction in Boise. Groups of people come from all over to book them as an innovative and affordable way to gather, drink, celebrate, and dance for any significant or insignificant occasion. The very small but very loud population of local Karens and Craigs have had a lot to say about how loud, slow, or disruptive bike bars are. But fret not. After doing research on these new guidelines set forth by City Council, it's only stated that no alcohol shall be present on the bike bar, meaning the peddlers on the bike bar can still participate in a regular bar crawl. Yes, of course, some things will change, but sorry, Karen, you're still gonna see the vehicles bopping around downtown just as soon as the weather permits. I sure am gonna miss the old bike bars though. Making a collaborative playlist for all of our music, figuring out all the Venmo requests, deciding on a theme, leaning backwards and throwing up off of the side when the drink is just not sitting right. Come on, sometimes you gotta leave a little food behind for the squirrels on River Street, right? Although they've been closed for the past few months, our favorite bike bars are not going out of business. You'll still be able to book them, but now we'll have limited hours. So what does this mean for the loyal customers, the tourists, the bored housewives looking for release, and of age Boise State students? Here's my advice. Book in advance, pedal faster, and pregame harder.
Wow.
I'm glad the squirrels are still being fed.
No, that's good. But I do want to comment on one thing. So it has to do with the Karens.
Yeah.
They said the bike bars are being disruptive, but when really...
Dude, wait, you talking about bike bars?
Yeah.
Remember that one time? Me and you on that bike bar and you're like
I
throwing
do,
up?
I do
And
remember
dude,
that.
didn't you even like, your pants went down, you're like, oh, I'll just go with it, and you started
Dog,
streaming.
we're on
like,
live TV.
What,
All right,
what?
send it back over to Madeline Michaela in the studio. You're a cool guy. Don't get me wrong. You can't keep doing this.
Thanks, guys. In 1 week, a song originally released in 1977 reached 16.1 million streams in the United States. An Idaho Falls resident was behind it all. Nathan Apodaca decided to post a short TikTok after his car broke down on the way to work. He skateboarded down the street, sipping ocean spray cranberry juice, all while listening to Fleetwood Mac song's Dreams. The video went viral, sparking the band behind the song to recreate their own versions of it. While it had been more than 30 years since the song's initial release, it quickly skyrocketed back to the top of the Billboard charts following Apodaca's video. But that wasn't the end for them. Ocean Spray reached out and brought him a truck full of cranberry juice. He got to keep the juice and the truck. Now he doesn't have to skateboard to work anymore. Michaela, do you like cranberry juice?
I do. I think cranberry, apple juice, all those different mixes. And it might be good to have that instead of alcohol at the bike bar, so we'll try that. That's all the time we have today. Thank you for watching Take One. I'm Michaela Clay. Thank you to all the cast, crew, and writers of this episode. And for all of us here at Think One, thank you. We'll see you next time.